Hello, everybody. My name is Matt, and we are going to do a Batman Batman podcast. And let's do a little
Matt,
roll
could you
call.
really not say Batcast?
Shut up. Roll call, please.
You start us out then.
Fine. Andre, introduce yourself.
Andre, introduce yourself.
I am Matt.
I am
I am Andre.
This is not
No,
going the way
because
I
there's
thought it
still
was, but
lag,
whatever.
so we still don't know when person's talking.
It's fine. It's fine. It's not for us. It's for the audience.
Alright, so...
Anyways.
My name... God damn it, Andre, shut up! Can I say my name now? Okay,
Yes, say
my
your
name is
name, God
Retarded
damn it.
Ryan. You're
Thank
welcome.
you, retarded Ryan.
My name
Andre,
is
speak.
My name is Andre. I'll do your laundry for $500 or more.
$4.99. That's the lowest I'll go.
No.
Anyways, so we're gonna talk about the old 4 Batman movies. Batman '89, the one with Michael Keaton and Jack Nicholson. Then we're gonna talk about Batman Returns, Batman Forever, and Batman and Robin. The whole goal of this podcast is to basically just talk about all 4 of them. Because
I know,
what else
and
can we do?
I'm already slacking because I didn't see Batman '89 because my Wi-Fi is dog shit.
Yep. Anyways, so what? So we're gonna start out with Batman '89, and then we're gonna go. Would you like to start us off in this movie?
Okay, works with me.
Alright. It would be my pleasure. Batman 89 is a very, very good movie. It's an American classic, and if you haven't seen it,
Like
you're
me.
either retarded or you just
Yeah.
don't have good
Like me.
Wi-Fi.
So you literally named off the 2 reasons why I didn't watch it.
But it's not a very good Batman movie in my opinion. Though there are some very good Batman things about it. It's for me, the thing that makes the movie so special is Jack Nicholson's performance as the Joker. It's easily my favorite out of all the Joker interpretations on film. It's probably the most comic book accurate Joker as well.
It is very comical. The style of it, just even like the light, just like even like the atmosphere it gives is very comic books. It feels like watching a comic book come to life, and it is amazing.
What I gotta say, as a
Yeah.
Heath Ledger fanboy,
God.
I'm just immediately going to say that Jack Nicholson was terrible, even though I'd never seen his performance, and it's going to stay that way until I actually watch the movie.
Okay, Pickle. Next time you come over, we are watching it together. Understand?
I'm actually fine with that. I really want to watch the
It's
movie.
really good. Anyways, sorry.
If words could kill, I'd use your words, Ryan. I'd make it into a katana and slice you in half. I swear to God, don't even.
Okay, so alright, so I guess I'll go into my little piece on why I love this movie so much and why it works so well for me. The performance of the characters. Michael Keaton is my favorite Batman, and he will always be my Batman for the rest of my life. Christian Bale, Val Kilmer, freaking George Clooney have nothing. They have nothing on this man.
George Clooney.
Nothing on Michael Keaton. Just phenomenal Bruce Wayne and Batman. It's like the delivery of his performance, his attitude as Bruce Wayne, and then he's going into Batman. Just the dialogue, it just works so well for me. Also, not to mention Jack Nicholson's performance. He's already a he's already like a mob like type figure, but then like as soon as he gets that vat of acid, then becomes Joker, and he just goes mad, and it's just
Spoilers.
I'm so sorry, Ryan. I should have warned you, but spoilers over reviews of a Batman movie that was made in '89. I know.
I know, right? It's almost like we're reviewing the movies or something,
know,
so I should
right?
have expected it.
Basically.
Ryan, you've seen The Killing Joke,
basically
haven't you?
is.
It's the same thing.
Well, I mean...
Oh, okay. I'm still gonna say spoilers.
Yeah, Jack
though.
Nicholson's delivery, he has so many quotable lines. Have you ever danced with the devil under the pale moonlight? I asked that of all my prey. There's another quote where Vicky Vale's like, what do you want? Oh, little song, little dance, Batman's head on a lance. Oh,
Never rub another man.
Oh god, this
Never
guy,
rub
this
another
movie's
man's
amazing.
rhubarb.
It's just...
So how much longer you'll be sucking off Jack Nicholson's huge pee-pee?
Yeah.
Until you stop sucking off Heath Ledger.
Never!
Well then I guess that shaft's gonna be in there for a while.
As long as it takes.
Yeah. Honestly.
The friggin' this movie also introduces personally my favorite Alfred as well, who also ends up becoming the saving grace of the rest of these movies.
Oh, is it the same
Friggin'.
Alfred throughout the entire series?
Friggin'.
I believe so?
Yeah, up until the Dark
wow.
the Dark Knight,
That's
it's
awesome,
the same
actually.
Alfred every time.
Wow.
Yeah, he's great. He's like exactly what I imagine Alfred would be, and except if Michael Caine is good, but like every time he opens his mouth, it's gonna be a long time before he shuts it.
Okay, every time Michael Caine talks, he's always giving a speech in those movies, and I just cannot... I can't stand lectures when I'm watching a Batman movie.
Well, yeah, it's a Batman movie. You just want freaking non-stop punches.
Yeah.
At least that's what I want.
And detectives. And the plot movie...
That's not exactly true.
basically
That's what I
just
want,
your
is non-stop
standard
punches.
Batman movie with Joker running rampant through the streets, wanting to poison all of Gotham, using his that Joker chemicals and stuff to basically kill everybody and stuff. Oh wait, hold on. Another quote. Those are my balloons. He stole my balloons, and then brings up like a
Patent
comically long, like extremely long revolver and shoots the Batwing. It's amazing. It's just fantastic.
Why is that such a Joker thing?
Because it is the Joker. It is the Joker.
Dude, the man that long ass pistol single-handedly takes
With
down
one
the
shot,
Batwing.
mind you.
Friggin'. It's fucking insane. Friggin'.
Also, I also want to mention the song that plays during the parade, the Trust. The song that plays during the parade where he's just throwing all the money up in the air. It's amazing. It is godly.
Yeah.
Also, Danny Elfman's music throughout did he do the music in the other movies? Yeah, first two movies.
The first two.
Fantastic soundtrack.
Yeah,
fantastic soundtrack. Oh my god.
The main theme is iconic. It was so iconic that they used it in the Lego games.
You know what's funny is that in the first Lego Batman game, one of the only reasons why I remember that music so much is because that they basically reused like the plots of the movies and incorporated them into the Lego Batman games. That's why I remember so many scenes and stuff. It's amazing.
Wait, so then I actually have seen Batman '89.
Well, yes and no. Okay, yes and no. Because, so you know in Lego Batman 1, like, at the end of the Joker segment, how, it was like Harley Quinn and Joker on top of the clock tower? Harley Quinn was never in the movie.
Oh, okay.
They basically
just
just
did
added
that for
stuff
the
to it to make it
fans.
even cooler. But still, it was awesome.
easily the best part of the movie for me personally was when Batman is sitting at the TV and then all of a sudden a commercial made by the Joker comes on.
Oh my god.
And there he's promoting his laughing gas. Friggin'. There's like
That Joker.
they like Photoshop these moving mouths onto images of these people that Joker killed.
It's amazing.
It's gleefully
Ugh.
horrifying.
He puts on makeup to disguise his makeup, which is
The funniest shit.
it is so great. Like he puts on like foundation and stuff to cover up his
His
white face.
Friggin', one of my favorite parts is when he breaks into the art gallery and then frickin'
Oh yeah.
Vicky Vale throws water on his face and he's like, I'm melting. Friggin'.
I freaking love the I love the part I love the part where like he's walking out of Vicky Vale's apartment and he's like, "Ow!" and he basically shoots himself out of the apartment. And then all of a sudden she opens the box, he leaves him, and it's like a Jack in the Box hand of dead roses.
Yeah.
So awesome.
Yeah, let's take a minute to appreciate Joker's right-hand man.
Oh my God, Bobby.
Friggin', what was his... Bobby, that's
Bobby,
right.
you are number one.
The absolute Chad. The absolute Chad.
It's just, he is such an amazing character. It's a shame that he dies. It's a shame.
Oh, I thought you were going to say it's such a shame Ryan doesn't know
it is a shame
this.
you don't know this. Because...
It's a shame you've never...
That's what I was expecting.
It's a shame you've never seen the movie, okay?
Yeah, I know. Can you guys stop bitching at me?
Yeah.
I fucked up, okay?
We're gonna fix this mistake tomorrow. I promise you.
Oh, Batman kills people.
That's right, yeah. So, in Batman 89 and Batman Returns, he straight
And
up...
Batman Forever.
And Forever, but it's not as, like... I don't know. But in Batman... in these old Batman movies, he basically just massacres criminals. I mean, in Batman 89, there is a scene where he just blows up a factory full of goons, criminals, and it's crazy.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome,
With a
but it's
smile
also
on his
like
face as he's driving out of it.
It's extremely not Batman nowadays, though.
Oh yeah, but still.
Friggin'.
Dude, you know the scene from Michael Jackson's Moonwalker where MJ just pulls out a Tommy gun and starts
Oh,
shooting
yeah.
people? I want Batman to do that.
But yeah.
Just like Batman, basically like Valentine's Day Massacre, just lines up a bunch of criminals, gets Robin, they both have freaking Thompsons, the are just like, just mow them down.
Christ. Anyways, anything else you want to say about this movie?
I think I'm good. Friggin'.
Yeah, I think
It's a fun movie.
Yep, I think I've said my piece so far. It's a pretty damn good movie. It's my favorite Batman movie. It's my opinion, at least. It's like right next to Batman Under the Red Hood. Honestly.
Well, all right. Well, let's take this plane. You see this high bar plane, okay? It's flying, it's cruising, and then all of a sudden 1991 hits, and then
Oh my god. That could not be more accurate.
Batman Returns.
Okay, I'm going to say this right now. I freaking love Danny DeVito as Cobblepot.
I love it too, but like it's so hilariously bad.
Everything about this movie. It's got good actors, right? Christopher
Yeah.
Walken, right? Danny DeVito. Who was the girl who played Catwoman? God damn, I forgot her name. Damn it.
Such good actors. Who's that one actor?
The writing and the direction they were going with this movie just was so weird. And honestly, it was really slow too. Like, this movie is very slow, and there's barely any Batman in this movie too. Like, it's mostly about the mob, the the
I know,
political
that's
side
why I
of
like it,
the
dude.
Gotham, like, really boring stuff that I don't care about.
Frick. Her name is.
I have to disagree.
I have
to disagree with you on that one, Matt. Freaking, I don't know. This could be just because
It
I
felt-
love Danny DeVito, but like I thought the movie had really good pacing. Like starting out on a high note with freaking baby Cobblepot just being dumped into an ice river, only to be raised by the Penguins and emerging like 5 minutes later
But-
with this freaking motorcycle gang
Why
of
were they
misfits.
dressed up as clowns though?
He's
Why
got
were
a
they
whole,
dressed up
Then
as clowns?
handing,
it's
then giving a literal hand. Then giving a.
yeah.
They're giving
I
a
have a
literal
question.
hand
Why were they dressed up as
to
clowns?
freaking the CEO.
Dude, he just. Yeah, he's not.
Who cares? It was
Exactly.
funny.
He's not the
I've
Joker.
played
Why
Arkham
does he
City.
have
I know what his
clowns?
goons look like. All right, they do not look like clowns.
They don't look like that. By the way, I found the box for the DVD for Batman Returns. The Catwoman's name is Michelle Pfeiffer.
Oh wait, no, that's Michelle Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer?
Pfeiffer.
Something like that. Yeah.
Pfeiffer.
No. She's a
It's
Michelle Pfeiffer. Whatever. Yeah, no, she's a good actress. I've seen her
For
in a
what-
multitude of movies. She's really good, but her Catwoman performance
Not in this
is
one.
not
the
great.
freaking. It's the direction that they put her in because like her Catwoman. I really want to know what they were trying to get through because only thing I can think of was freaking
The only
deranged.
thing
I don't know, freaking
the
horny
only thing
person.
I got out of this movie with Catwoman was, oh look, she's crazy. She's breaking stuff. Look at her. Oh my god, you see, she's crazy. Like,
Look, she's
God.
horny.
Look,
That's
she's
what I got
wearing
out of it.
leather
Literally?
spandex. Oh my god, lord. I don't.
Literally, while she's Catwoman, literally the only things she says are innuendos or feminist stuff like, oh, boys and your toys, and on stuff like that.
Also, okay, so there's a scene in this movie. Okay, so you know how in Batman 89, right? How remember when he got shot? Oh wait, never
No.
mind. Okay, so Andre, so remember Batman 89 when he got shot like point blank with a gun, right? And it's
He got shot in the chest by a shotgun, or something like that, right?
yeah, it didn't even
Friggin-
phase him. Like he fell down on the ground, but it didn't like do anything to him. He gets stabbed in this movie.
It like actually hurts him.
What?
Well, yeah, freaking he has bulletproof armor, not stab proof.
That's fucking stupid.
I feel like I don't know. Okay. I feel like that Batman should have at least anticipated getting stabbed or like shot too. I feel like that he should have made a better decision to I don't know, make like a stab proof armor or make some better type of armor for his suit. I don't know. It's just a thought. It's just a thought. I don't know. But whatever.
Friggin' the only thing I got out of this entire movie was two things. Oh, one was the freaking Danny DeVito Penguin. This hunch man is just stumbling upstairs, and all of a sudden he sees Catwoman laying on his bed, and he's all like, "Just the pussy I was looking for."
I know.
I'm gonna
it's
show my
so
French
good.
flipper trick.
Yeah, that was the other thing. It's the I'd like to show her my French flipper trick.
Okay, here's the thing. Cobblepot is a short, stouty guy, right? I mean, he's a human being. Short, stouty guy.
He has no neck.
But here's the thing about Danny DeVito's. When his name is the Penguin, they took that way too literally. And turned him into a... No,
I know, isn't it great?
It's horrifying.
They literally
I know, it was a joke, Maddie.
just fused Danny DeVito with a penguin and called it a day.
At least I'm not the one with the bloody nose.
It's like some.
Wait, what? None of us have bloody nose. Nom nom.
It's like some kind of freak Jeff Goldblum's The Fly experiment gone wrong, but instead of it being Jeff Goldblum and a fly, it was Danny DeVito and a penguin.
Oh, good God.
Ever since you watched that like 2 weeks ago, you won't stop talking about it.
It's so bad.
It is, dude.
Friggin'. One of the funniest parts of the whole movie to me was the climax where frickin' Danny DeVito sends out like a whole army of just regular ass penguins with rockets attached to their backs.
Suicide bomb penguins.
It's one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
Also, when Catwoman kills Christopher Walken by putting a cord in her mouth while she's kissing him was really... I don't know what... I don't know why.
It's supposed to be sexy, man.
Remember,
it's
she's
supposed
crazy.
to be sexy.
Remember?
How did she not...
Yeah, she's crazy sexy.
They look at the corpse of Christopher Walken, and he's like incinerated, like the corpse of that guy who got joy buzzed in Batman 89.
Oh my God.
Friggin'... Like, he gets incinerated, and then frickin'...
I hate you guys so much, considering Batman 89 is your only reference.
Well, excuse me, princess.
Here's the thing, okay. The thing about...
She doesn't get even a tad bit singed. Her clothes are, like, ripped to shreds by the time she does that scene, but, like, at the end of the movie, they show her, and, like, not only is she not burnt, not injured whatsoever, her suit is magically sewn back up to perfection.
It's animation errors, Audrey.
It's the 90s, you wouldn't get it. But, yeah.
Christopher Walken really should have just been the Penguin.
I would have loved
No,
to
Danny
see
DeVito was the best
Christopher
penguin.
Walken as the Penguin. Batman, here are my suicide bomb and penguins. Prepare to die
Maybe
by their hands.
Well, let me rephrase. Let me restate.
All right,
Let me restate it.
If Christopher Walken is the Penguin, then freaking Danny DeVito is Batman.
No.
It's over, Penguin. You're going to jail.
Let me rephrase that. Instead of Christopher Walken being a separate character from the Penguin, frickin' Danny DeVito should be the Penguin, but he should have been written as though it was Christopher Walken's character.
Yeah. Christopher Walken's character was... He was the best thing in
Pretty
this
entertaining.
movie. He was, like, the best thing in this movie for me. Honestly.
I like how I love the part where he, like, is talking to freaking Catwoman about how she got into his secret files, and then he talks about how he's gonna throw her out of a window, but then all of a sudden he fakes her out and he's like, and she starts laughing and just shoves her through the window.
It's like in oh, never mind. I'll talk about Batman and Robin later. Oh my God. Yeah. So
I thought.
anyways, yeah, so freaking Batman Returns is quite an interesting movie. I honestly say it's the worst one out of these four movies. It's the worst one.
I disagree.
4 out of 10, not enough, Danny DeVito.
I disagree.
Here's the thing. Here's my reason. This movie was boring, okay? At least Forever and Batman and Robin, fun to watch because they were bad. At least they were fun to watch, and they, like, you can make fun of them. Batman Returns, not so much for me. It's just boring. Everything just did not. The direction and the characters just weren't great.
It's definitely the most Tim Burton movie that on the list.
Oh yeah, it is the most Tim Burton. That man, he's like the Stephen King of movies. I swear
He makes
to God.
weird shit.
He's insane.
He made frickin' Nightmare Before Christmas. Come on, guys, you gotta cut him a little bit of slack. Some of the music
Yeah.
in this movie, Danny Elfman's score, since
Yeah, though.
since it's a Christmas Tim Burton movie, some of the Danny Elfman score in the movie literally just sounded like demo versions of Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah. Now think about it. Yeah, it does kind of sound like it, doesn't it?
The scene
It
where
does.
Danny DeVito goes to see his parents' grave comes to mind, particularly with that friggin'. It literally just sounds like Making Christmas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I could. Yeah, I totally see that actually. Now that I think about it, it works. Yeah. Anything you want to say, Ryan?
Yeah, I enjoyed the movie more than I did Batman Forever, but I think that's just because I'm a huge Danny DeVito fan. So,
Oh, yeah.
4 out of 10, not enough Danny DeVito.
We all love that little goblin man.
For me, it's like 2 out of 7. Not enough Batman.
Friggin'.
This movie barely has Batman.
Is
in
it weird?
honestly.
Is it
It's
weird
like
if I don't watch
little-
Batman for the Batman movies? I've watched them for the villains. I don't really care about the man.
I think a lot of people do that.
Okay, well, my thing is that I just wish that they gave like Batman more to something to do rather than just Bruce Wayne, because Bruce Wayne was in the movie for a good portion, but that was it though.
I mean, he got a boner for Catwoman.
This movie fell into a thing that it only will get worse with Batman Forever and Batman and Robin, but there are too many
God.
antagonists.
It starts a trend of having multiple
There's
antagonists.
Catwoman, there's Danny DeVito, there's frickin' Christopher Walken. Frickin' Batman can't have the same girlfriend in a movie to save his life.
Oh my god, what happened to Vicky Vale? What happened to her? I really liked Vicky Vale.
She's nowhere to be
actually.
seen in this movie.
Dude, Vicky Vale was so awesome. I loved her a lot in Batman '89. She was amazing. She was smoking too, dude. Oh my god. But yeah, bro. I don't know if you know this, but I got a thing for blondes. Anyways, so yeah, Batman Returns. It's alright. It was, not great, but it was bad.
I still enjoyed
Pretty
it.
bad.
The plane
I
is
didn't.
flying up, it got struck by lightning, but it's still in the air, okay? If it's still in the air, it gets cut through the bottom by a rock like the damn Titanic, and that's Batman Forever.
Okay, Batman Forever, starring Chris O'Donnell, Val Kilmer, Tommy Lee Jones, and Jim freaking
Carrey.
Who does Tommy Lee Jones play in that game?
Two-Face.
Or in the game, in the movie?
Two-Face.
Agent K from
Oh, okay.
Men in Black.
Men in Black.
Yeah, I know. I know who Tommy Lee Jones is.
It's,
I know who he is. I just didn't
This
know
movie's
who he
really
played.
over the top. Not gonna lie.
It's very...
It is a fun.
It's fun,
No,
but not in a good way.
No, I'm going to say it was only
Jim
fun
Carrey.
when we had freaking Tommy Lee Jones and
The Riddler.
Every scene.
and Jim Carrey freaking on screen. Like when it was
Here's the
Two-Face the
thing.
Riddler, that was the only time I thought that movie
For me,
was
it
fun.
feels like Riddler and Two-Face are trying to like compete, are just trying to compete on who can be the best Joker. That's all it is to me. Like they're literally just in a competition to see who can be better at playing Joker. Basically,
Who can replace the Joker?
Jim Carrey
honestly,
really should have
I think it
been
would
the
have worked way
Joker.
better if him being a different, being like a different incarnation of Joker. But
Either that or they should.
Also not.
I wish he.
Go ahead, Andre.
I wish, and I know it's not his fault because he didn't get into the role until like 30 years later. But I really wish that he could have brought in his inner Eggman for Riddler.
hell yeah, dude.
Travel back in time to redo
Because
it.
really, his role as Eggman in the Sonic the Hedgehog movie is basically what I expected Jim Carrey's Riddler to be, but it ended up just being the
I totally
Joker.
get that. I totally totally understand that, because that makes a lot of sense, actually. Like, he feels more like a Riddler in Sonic the Hedgehog.
Us.
But, you know...
Yeah. Honestly, though, if Tommy Lee Jones played the Joker, I wouldn't have been too upset about that either,
Have you ever wanted
really.
to see a goofy-ass Two-Face? Well, here you go. Two-Face is supposed to be a very serious character, right? A very serious, heavily driven, emotional, like, you know, like...
I'm about to say something that's a bit of a hot take. I like this Two-Face. I think it is equal to the Dark Knight Two-Face.
I have to disagree with you. It's 100%.
They're great. They are great,
yes,
but in two very different ways.
When it comes to when I think of Two-Face, I think of Harvey Dent. Can we trust him? That one. I don't think of Dookie Doodah. That one. I don't think of.
There were a lot of interesting concepts with that guy in Batman Forever. Like when he goes home, he has like literally two different houses.
Oh yeah, he's got two different babes on him. He's got two different dinners. Okay, no, like
I know, that was so damn cool.
Oh yeah, okay, like that kind of stuff is really dope. I thought it was really cool the way they did that. But his character and personality, not very Two-Face in my opinion.
Yeah, it is a bit over the top.
Not very Two-Face.
It's a bit over the top and cartoony.
Have you ever seen Overacting?
Yes. I've seen this
basically
movie.
Well, it's because it was meant for kids, dude. Like, that was their thing.
Oh,
Batman
yeah.
Forever was meant for kids.
Just because you make a
totally.
Just because you make a joke about being over the top doesn't mean you're not being over the top.
Right. Yeah, no, and you know, this movie is not great by all means, but it's quotable.
Perfect.
I can think of like 3 different quotes on the top of my head right now. Freaking, this is my brain on the box. This is your brain on the box. Does that one feel like a fried egg? Just like, oh my god. My favorite quote in this movie is, "Hey, Two-Face, teach me how to punch a guy. All right, bob your fist, reach way back, and assert yourself. All right, bob your fist, reach way back, and assert myself." Ah! Oh! Just breaks his wrist.
What was the quote when Two-Face and Joker first met? I was like, all right,
okay.
Heads, we keep you alive.
Yeah.
Tails, we blow your goddamn head off.
You have broken into our lair. You have broken the sanctity rules of our hideouts. And then he's like, and for that we should break your bones into powder. But since you give us an interesting proposition, heads, we accept. Tails, we blow your goddamn head off. It is such...
Freaking...
That's probably my favorite quote.
It is amazing.
Friggin' one of my favorite lines in the movie is actually like the first one in the entire movie, because you immediately know it's going to be a different movie just because of it. It's like friggin' Alfred is just all like, "Shall I prepare your dinner, sir?" And then Val Kilmer is just all like, "Nah,
I'll get takeout."
Friggin', I'll get some Burger King. Friggin'.
Oh yeah, Matt, by the way, I was right. Freaking Batman Forever did have a Burger King promotion with a commercial. Yeah, dude, go on YouTube, search up Batman Forever Burger King commercial. It is so funny.
Oh my god.
Is also the first Batman movie to feature Robin. Freaking
Chris O'Donnell. He's alright. I mean, he's not what I think of when I think of Robin or Dick Grayson. To me, he seems more like Jason Todd.
Oh no, it wasn't Burger King, it was McDonald's. I'm sorry, it wasn't Burger King, it was McDonald's.
Batman Returns did a Diet Coke commercial.
I know, it was so funny.
But Chris O'Donnell is pretty alright, but I mean...
Chris O'Donnell was a little too whiny for my taste.
I mean, it's alright. It's like... I don't think he was needed for this movie. Like, I feel like you could have just made the entire movie without him, and it wouldn't have really changed a whole lot, in my opinion, like, honestly. Like, I can't really think of a scene where Robin helps.
Except for the end there, I guess. But then he just gets kidnapped
Exactly.
anyway.
It's like,
Again.
you know, I don't get it. Like, he doesn't... I mean, only thing he does is just become Robin and just add some fan service. Like, oh, look, Batman and Robin is together now. That's all it does.
Except is he really Robin? Because he looked like the oldest out of his family.
I mean, there was some kind of compelling drama with him wanting to kill Two-Face.
Okay.
And Batman's all like, "Nah, fam."
Okay,
That's gonna be my job.
I did really like the scene when Bruce Wayne was telling him about vengeance and about how revenge doesn't help you and everything. I love that scene a lot. I thought that was really cool. I wish we had more scenes like that, but we didn't. All we got was a 14, and then we got freaking Two-Face and Riddler playing Battleship. That was the goofiest shit I've ever. That was the goofiest shit I've ever seen.
Hilarious.
The entire
funniest shit I've ever seen.
Battleship.
The entire last act of this movie, frickin', I think Jim Carrey forgot who he was playing and just decided to just go full Joker with a fucking game show thing going on, and with Battleship.
All he did,
Friggin'
he just played as like a scientist, like Joker. That's all he was.
I still love the idea that you guys said where freaking Riddler and Two-Face were just competing to see who could be the new Joker.
That's honestly how I feel of this movie.
You know what's funny? The entire motivation for Riddler to become a murderous psychopath genius whatever is literally because Bruce Wayne is like, "Nah, fam, your tech raises too many questions."
There's just too many questions. There's just too many questions.
That's it. That's all it took for him to start killing people.
You were supposed to understand.
I'll make you understand. I like how I like the horrible Photoshop effects that happen to Riddler when they smash the giant generator thing, and he gets.
Oh my god!
He turns into.
They invented Photoshop just for that one moment in the movie.
He turns into sloth.
I think one of my favorite parts in this movie is when Two-Face... One of my favorite parts in this movie is when Two-Face does like that weird little laugh. Okay, like when Riddler was like doing like the and underneath this curtain, like when he's like showing off Robin and the... Who was the girl's name? I don't remember her name, but
I'm pretty sure she was supposed to be Vicky Vale, since she was a reporter at the beginning of the movie.
Yeah, and basically, like when they're doing like there's just like this one little part where Riddler's like, "Yee!" And then Two-Face is clapping, going, "Ah!" It's like this weird. It's like this weird little chuckle he's supposed to do.
Speaking of whatever the frick her name is. Friggin'.
Well, she was a decent actor in this movie.
She and Batman fall in love like literally 2 seconds after meeting each other.
I know, and it's... Dude, remember when I guessed at the beginning of the movie, I was like, are these two seriously gonna become a freaking love interest? And Matt was just smiling at me.
And then there's that grossly out of place scene where they're meeting at the bat signal, and she just immediately rips off her shirt, and it starts becoming a softcore porn. Frickin'.
I'm still convinced Matt put in the wrong movie. I refuse to believe that was in my Batman movie. I feel like Matt put in the wrong disc.
You thought... Oh man, I think I downloaded the wrong Batman Forever, guys. I'm sorry.
One of my favorite parts is the interaction between Tommy Lee Jones and Jim Carrey when they're talking to each other, they like look into Batman's brain, and they're like, "Oh, riddle me this: what kind of man has bats on the brain?" And then Tommy Lee Jones starts.
I know, what a stupid.
And then Jim Carrey's all like, "Oh, go on, say it." And then Tommy Lee Jones is like, "You're a genius." Oh, and then they start chuckling at each other. Fucking.
Oh my God.
Dude, I'm sorry, but they just got really stupid lucky with that guess. Because let's face it, who does have bats on the brain? They're a cool-ass animal. So they just got really lucky with their guess.
I like how the footage of a bat that they show in Batman's head that makes them guess it's Bruce Wayne is literally just the exact same footage they use again later in the movie to make Jim Carrey freak out and think that he's Batman.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that was the point.
And then I think also like one of my other favorite parts of this movie is when they break into Wayne Manor, going "Twick or tweet," and then and knock out Alfred, put him in a closet, and they just start busting.
You would
Wayne
think for
Manor.
a multi-billionaire, he would have better freaking security than just his butler answering the door.
Frickin' Batman gets shot in the frickin' head.
And then there's also at least in Batman '89, there was some sort of excuse, like he took that little dish tray
he
to
doesn't
block the bullet.
he gets shot.
But
He just pulls a Fallout New Vegas.
in the head. Yep.
Whoa, easy there, partner. Now why don't you
Also,
take it nice and slow and tell me your name? Well, if that's the name you were born with.
Pretty much. I also really like the scene where Riddler is just blowing up the Batcave. It's very funny to me.
Friggin'. I just thought it was a pretty good movie. The only part that really frustrated me was the part where frickin' Two-Face is accepting his death on the side of a cliff, and he's like, "I'll see you in hell," and then Robin's just like, "Nah, I'd rather see you in jail," and he's like, "Oh, that's a good boy, Batman taught you well," and then he pulls out a fucking gun, he's like, "You're stupid, but he taught you well." It's just like,
For real.
That's because Robin's like, I'm not
like
going to
that-
hell, I'm going to heaven. Going to heaven.
I feel like that
Robin does not-
could have like disarmed Two-Face. but
Robin doesn't
whatever.
get better.
Whatever though, they had to create tension within the plot.
Whatevs. Frickin'.
Well, I suppose.
Well, how else are you supposed to have a damsel in distress, Matt?
Critics are saying that Jim Carrey's box is turning the citizens of Gotham into zombies, but he shrugs and just says, "Hey, that's what happened when they invented television."
I think we only needed one damsel, not another one, but what is?
Friggin'.
Honestly,
Well, I'm sorry, but Robin played a bigger damsel than the actual woman.
Another quote that I freaking love, Riddler. He's like, "I'm coming, my sweet," and then basically she's like, "Batman will come for me." He's like, "Oh, Batman? Did you say Batman coming for you? I'm counting on it."
He's just
Another one that I love.
He just, like-
another one that I love is when Robin pulls up in the Batmobile. It's like, that ain't Batman, that's Batboy.
I wish Robin should have gotten his ass kicked by all those guys. He shouldn't have stood a chance. That would have made the message better. Friggin'.
He would have if it wasn't for Batman.
Okay, so
No, but he fights off a good
Okay,
amount
so-
of them, and then everybody
Can I say
just
something real
runs
quick?
away.
Batman has such an immense presence.
All right.
That just like
No.
the sight of him scared like a whole mob of people. Like when they saw him, they're like, "Oh no, the God's coming! God's here! Run, everybody, run!" And immediately,
Friggin'. Me personally, I wouldn't be scared if I ran into Val Kilmer in a bat suit down the alleyway.
if I saw anybody in a bat suit in an alleyway, I'd be.
Are you
running
kidding me?
in
I'd be
the direction.
terrified.
I'd be more.
Because they're either high on drugs or
wanna
the
fuck with
actual
any of them.
Batman, and I don't want to find out which is which.
I
Or which one is scarier, for that matter.
I'd be more scared of his bat nipples than anything else.
Oh, that bat ass. My God.
Oh, they really like to zoom up on characters' asses, don't they, in this movie?
I know,
Hey,
dude. They pretty thick.
It's a kids movie. Come on.
They gotta have something for
Have
the
some
adults.
decency.
Nah, bro, you got Jim Carrey. You're good.
It's like, nah, fam.
But yeah, this movie was more fun to watch than, you know,
Batman Returns.
a lot more fun to watch.
You know that new theme song that's in the second two movies? It's growing on me. You're good.
Yeah, you know, it's pretty good. I like it. The soundtrack's pretty good. Pretty alright.
Yeah.
But not as good as Danny Elfman, though. But yeah, anything else you want to talk about this movie?
Nah, I think I'm good.
No, not really.
No,
I
no,
enjoyed
you see,
it. It was
that
fun.
Plane,
Alright.
that plane is in the sky. It got gutted by a rock, you know. It hits the sea, you know. Then the Kraken comes out from the bottom of the ocean, drags that plane down to the bottom of the earth.
Just play the freaking Happy Tree Friends episode already, Andre. We know what you're getting at.
I didn't even know that was a Happy Tree Friends episode.
Yeah, they start out on a plane, they crash, they're on a deserted island, then all of a sudden freaking Cthulhu comes out of the ocean and kills the survivors.
Well, I didn't
Anyways,
know that.
anyways.
Let's talk about Batman
Anyways.
and Robin.
I love this movie and don't...
Okay. So, I want to say something right now.
Okay.
When they were writing the movie, I feel like they were thinking, how many puns can we fit in every line of the script?
Man, I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, the movie only opens up with, do you know what killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age!
Talk about cold shoulder.
Nice to meet you! Dude, I don't. You're never gonna change my mind. Arnold Schwarzenegger played the best Mr. Freeze ever.
No. Literally anyone could play a better Iceman. Friggin' Mr. Free.
Mr. Freeze, you mean?
Whatever, it's Mega Man, I guess. Friggin'.
Okay.
What did they do to my boy Bane? What did they do to him?
My boy. How could they massacre my boy like this?
They destroyed my boy Bane.
They made Bane a simp. They made him a simp. They made Bane a simp.
I mean, you're right. Well,
why did they make Bane a simp?
Why not, Matt?
When you think about it,
He's my favorite villain, and they destroyed him.
when you think about it, Poison Ivy literally has a dust that's
How could they
basically
massacre my boy?
It's literally just simp perfume, and if you smell it, you instantly become a simp.
But that's not the only. But that's not the only simp in this movie.
Robin.
They also make Batman and Robin simps. They have a simp fight. Poison Ivy is a Twitch streamer, and Batman and Robin try to donate their funds to her.
They fight over the Gamer Girl bathwater.
I'm trying to cry and also laugh.
I can't with you guys right now.
All the people you could get.
I just want to talk about Mr. Freeze, and here you guys are talking about freaking Sims.
This is
Of all the people
Batman.
Of all the people you could have gotten to play Batman, why on earth would you choose George Clooney?
Every
For the
time,
head shakes, dude. For the head
every
shakes.
time I see him in this movie, he's always shaking his goddamn head. Every time.
Dude,
It annoys me.
every time Batman doesn't have his mask on in this movie, you can tell that George Clooney just gave zero fucks. You know,
His voice. Oh my god.
I'm surprised you guys
There's
haven't talked about how the movie opens up with the freaking hockey fight.
friggin'
Kisama!
there's an inside joke within the movie community that since you know that movie Jack Frost that has Michael Keaton plays a snowman?
Oh yeah.
Oh, the murderous one?
No, not that one. The family movie.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
There's like a inside joke in the movie community that like they tried to offer Michael Keaton to come back as Batman for Batman and Robin, and Batman was like, "Oh, I don't want to play Batman again." And then George Clooney was like, "Oh, fuck, I don't want to be in this dumb snowman movie." Friggin'. So
and they swapped the old switcheroo.
They swapped places because literally they're in the behind the scenes like thing for the Jack Frost thing. You could find out that like the face for the snowman was literally built to look like George Clooney's face, but then they just had to they had to map George Clooney's face to frickin' to Michael Keaton instead right at the last minute.
Yeah, okay, so
Oh my god.
my favorite
It's so bad.
my favorite part of this movie is the evil
Too
scientist.
many damn heroes and villains.
He is single-handedly the best thing about this movie.
Oh yeah, the guy that at the very beginning.
And I love him. I just love his character and
And he
personality.
dies like 5 minutes after he starts showing up.
I mean, that's my second favorite part.
But that
Matt, don't lie, your favorite part of the movie was the credits.
no, friggin' literally the scientist character has my favorite line in the whole movie.
Yeah.
And I sent Matt a clip of it where it's like, where like frickin' Uma Thurman or whoever plays Poison Ivy is all like, you are not even going to be able to teach at a middle school after I'm done with you after what you've done. And he's like, all right, I respect your opinion. Unfortunately for you, I don't take
That should be a
rejection
meme.
very well. I'm afraid she'll have to die.
Yes!
It's fucking
He's like, unfortunately, I can't
like
have...
That was an
unfortunately for you, I
actual
don't have
line.
objection.
yeah.
I'm afraid you'll
it
have to
was. How
die.
did you
He
miss
just
it?
I
pushes her.
don't remember that part.
It's amazing.
It's so stupid.
It's friggin' there's so many there's many problems with this movie, from everything to like how there's
Yeah.
too many villains to how there's too many heroes
Friggin'
to how Alfred literally dies but then not really.
With so many like sexual innuendos, bro. Oh my god. Like, this movie was just so filled with innuendos.
Dude, it was a freaking child-friendly Arnold Schwarzenegger movie.
How come-
If you know what those are like, you know what you're getting into.
This was the same thing that happened to Uma Thurman happened to Catwoman, where like apparently crazy equals also very slutty. It was like
For real. Oh.
like she's supposed to be a botanist, right? Why isn't she like a scientist? Friggin' one of my favorite parts was Aiden, my little brother, was sitting behind me while I was watching the movie earlier today, and there's a part where it starts out with a bad pun where Arnold Schwarzenegger puts his gun to like pipes that lead to a wall, and he's like, "Always weatherproof your pipes," and then the wall just explodes while they're breaking out of a prison. And then frickin' they jump out of a building and they show that they're like thousands. They jump out of the building and they show they're like thousands of feet in the
Dude,
air,
like,
and they live somehow. And I'm all like, oh, don't worry, Aiden, it's Minecraft rules. As long as there's water underneath, they'll
Another
survive.
part in this movie. The other part of this movie that I like is it's not very Mr. Freeze, but the scene where Mr. Freeze is in his little hideout, right? And he's making his goons sing Snow Miser.
I just want you to know.
keep
I just want you to
singing,
know. I
keep
have nothing else to say
singing,
about this
come
movie
on,
because everything
louder,
is just Arnold
louder.
Schwarzenegger.
Sing, yeah. I'm Mr. White Christmas. I'm Mr. Snow. Friggin'. There were the only parts I saw like a genuine movie are when everyone found out that frickin' was two scenes. The scene where everyone found out that frickin' Alfred was dying.
Oh my god.
And there was also that scene where frickin'
You know,
Arnold Schwarzenegger is on the ground covered in sunlight, and then he finds out that Poison Ivy killed his wife all along. Dude, that part was actually pretty good.
okay, I agree with you. I totally agree with you. Those scenes are actually very good. I like them a lot. I think it's those emotional scenes that I really like about some of these movies.
Yeah, it's like underneath all the snow puns and ice puns, Arnold Schwarzenegger could have made an actually outstanding Mr. Freeze.
Yes,
But like,
also,
the Ice Age.
I forgot what I was gonna say. God damn it. Okay, I got it now. So this movie feels like watching
Uma Thurman as Poison Ivy was like the weirdest fucking thing to me. She turns everyone into a simp. We
Just
all know
all the
that
puns.
already. We're good.
this movie.
When Robin becomes a simp, he becomes the most unbearable character in the entire movie.
He's just an unbearable character in this movie in general. I can't stand watching him.
You saw like, you just can't stand the fact that I have something you don't, Batman.
Shut up!
So-
Shut up!
It's like
So dumb.
get out of here, you
Oh my
little
God.
you freaking you twink bait.
This whole movie feels like watching a very long Power Rangers episode, but like a newer episode of Power Rangers. You know, not like
So
old
it's not
ones.
even like the good Power Rangers.
Right. It feels like watching a very okay. Actually, no. It feels like watching one of those Disney movies. Okay, no.
Like one of those Disney Channel movies.
Yeah. It feels like watching one of those, and I don't like those. I mean, some of them are okay.
Oh yeah, the
and
Disney
whatever.
originals.
But again, that's what it feels like to me, and it feels.
Yeah,
so
You know a
Disney
character I
originals.
gave. You know a
Wrong
character
to me.
I gave actually zero craps about.
What?
Batgirl. She's in this movie. Batgirl.
Oh yeah,
She's in
I forgot.
this movie. Yeah, she was in this movie. Exactly. That's the only thing that I liked about Batgirl being in this movie was that there was a line where like George Clooney is like, "What's your name?" And then she's like, "Oh, I'm Batgirl." And then George Clooney is like, "Well, that's not very progressive of you. Why not Bat
Batgirl was a
person?"
thing.
Oh, for the love of Christ!
Yeah, I'm fucking like, oh,
Yeah,
that was ahead of its time.
for
Bring-
real. But yeah, it's
Oh my god.
characters aren't really necessary.
They-
I mean, Batgirl has a pretty
Ugh.
cool fight with Poison Ivy, I guess.
Friggin' she
Um,
like
Who would
literally
have thought
gets
that
everything
term would
by
have
like
been used
random
like 30
chance. Like
years later?
she like literally just is kind of like given stuff because Alfred kind of expected she would.
yeah, for real.
They try
For
to
real.
force this, but another thing, they try to force this thing where like Poison Ivy tries to have a romantic relationship with Arnold Schwarzenegger. Friggin'.
Right.
And to be
and
honest, there
it
was
just
more
doesn't
romantic.
work.
There was
It
more
doesn't
romantic
seem right.
chemistry between Jim Carrey and Tommy Lee Jones than there was between those.
For real. Oh my god, dude, no, like, honestly, if they turned out to be a gay couple in that movie, I would have been okay with that.
That would have been
honestly.
so
I
cute.
wouldn't have cared. It would have worked.
Friggin'.
Honest. No, but like, okay, I'm sorry, but Batman Forever, like, their chemistry worked so amazing. Like, it was just fantastic. In Batman and Robin, Poison Ivy and Mr. Freeze
Don't work.
I don't think that they're a good
Dude,
duo. Like,
friggin'
I don't think that they're a good
Literally,
duo together.
the worst part of that whole duo is the part where frickin' Uma Thurman pulls a Frieza and is like, Mr. Freeze, look, your wife was shot by a stray laser beam.
Basically,
And he's all like,
Victor, look!
He's all like, rah! I will rip out Batman's heart and let it freeze in my hand.
Victor, look! It's terrible! Your wife, she's been killed by Batman! Freaking...
And then Mr. Freeze proceeds to go legendary Super Saiyan.
We are Batman! We are Batman!
Batman and Robin have to fuse into frickin' I don't know.
Oh my god. We are George
Man.
O'Donnell!
They have an epic battle that shatters. We are Rob Man.
I see how it is.
George.
Anyways, so anything else to say about this movie? I mean, it's just...
So
Honestly, this movie's forgettable for me.
Every other performance is forgettable except Mr. Freeze for me.
Of course, it's because it's Arnold.
Exactly.
It's freaking Donald.
So, you know that scene at the very end where Poison Ivy finds out that Arnold Schwarzenegger is his cellmate? So, like, Photoshop my head over Poison Ivy and then put the poster for Batman and Robin as Arnold Schwarzenegger. Arnold Schwarzenegger's like, I'm about to make your life a living hell. Freaking...
Again, like, I get the movie is made for kids.
That's how I felt about this movie.
I mean, kids' movies are better than this. Like, there are many kids' movies that are even better. Bro, I'd rather watch Little Rascals than watch this. I'd rather watch Little Rascals, my guy.
I thought you loved that
I'd rather
movie.
watch... Yeah, that's what I mean.
Well,
I love it.
Yeah. You
But
know,
that-
SpongeBob and...
But that's also, like, a really cringy kids' movie. I'd rather watch that than this. It's also a very cute, funny movie.
SpongeBob
Which I like
SquarePants
a
movie,
lot.
man. I'd rather watch the Minions movie than watch this movie again.
okay, I
Anyways,
actually enjoy that
so-
movie. The Minion movie, I actually love that.
It's actually not.
Unfortunately, I'm not very well at rejection.
All right,
Have to
I
die.
respect your opinion, but unfortunately,
we need
for
to
you,
start
I don't-
using that. Anyways,
Should we do the ranking thing, like we usually do? Yeah, you go first, Matteo.
okay, yeah. Let's rank them. All right. Batman and Robin, Batman Forever, and then Batman '89, from worst to best.
Alright, I'll rank mine from best to worst. Even though I haven't seen it, I'm still gonna put Batman '89 at the top, followed by, I'll put freaking Batman and Robin there. I just really love Mr. Freeze, freaking. Then I'll put Batman Returns, then followed by Batman Forever.
I don't know. I can't understand why you like Returns more than Forever. I don't get that.
Again. All right. So I'm gonna put mine from worst to best as well. So, I'm gonna go Batman and Robin, Batman Returns, Batman Forever, and then Batman '89.
Yeah, no. Me and Andres are basically the same, mostly the same. I'd rather watch Batman and Robin than Returns, but yeah, it's very hard. Anyways,
Yeah.
so
I hold them both in equal regard, basically.
yeah. Anyways, so is there anything else you want to talk about with these movies, or is that it?
Alright. My final word is, when are we reviewing the freaking animated Batman movies?
That is ahead of our time, my friend. That is ahead of our time. That is ahead of our time. we will have to process that over a
There's
century.
too many of them.
Anyways, so our next. Oh, sorry. What do you want to say, Andre?
No. Yeah, I won't say too much because I don't know. Maybe we'll talk about it one day. But I saw the Joker movie the day before yesterday, finally, and that was awesome. So I can't wait until we talk about that.
I love that movie so goddamn much.
It blew my mind. Yeah. Anyway.
Oh yeah, yeah. We definitely need to talk about the Joker movie at some point because I have a lot to say about that movie and why it's an amazing movie. Anyways, okay. So I was gonna say that the next podcast, the next discussion is gonna be on the Ninja Turtle movies, TMNT. No, like the first one, the second one, TMNT, the animated one, and then the.
It was TMNT.
No.
It was TMNT
Also
1 through
the Turtles in
3,
Time,
and then
the
it
third
was
one.
TMNT the 2007 movie, and then
That's right.
And then
yeah. Then the animated.
Batman versus the Teenage Mutant Ninja
That's right.
Turtles.
Okay. Yeah, I am. Yes. Batman v Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
I have never seen that yet, and I want to watch it really bad. So give me.
Yeah, if you made it this far into the podcast, you deserve to know that.
I still feel like we should throw in the Michael Bay films, but you know.
No, I don't.
We're
no.
not discussing that.
I
I've never seen those
That
movies,
thing.
and I never will.
Andre, I promise you, you are not missing out on anything.
You really
It
aren't,
is
dude. Only thing you're missing out is on Bebop and Rocksteady making dick jokes.
Dick and fart jokes. It's really nothing too fun. It's like watching.
Anyway.
It's like watching a Jill and Silent Bob movie. I mean, it's funny the first time, then after a while, it just ugh. Anyways, so is that all
Yeah.
I want to say?
Yeah. Nah, I'm all
All right.
good.
So, well, good night, everybody, and we'll see
Good
you
night.
guys
We
the
love
next
you
one.
all.
Love ya.
Hit that like and subscribe
Yeah.
button. Put down
'Cause
in
we're
the comments
total
what you wanna
sellouts.
see
Yeah, you like
next,
it.
even though we already know.
Oh
Yes.
yes, more likes, please.
Drench me in your favor.
Ryan, we have gotten 100. We have 140 subscribers. Our power level far exceeds yours to a power beyond your comprehension.
Oh yeah, that's because I just kind of gave up on YouTube.
That's all right, bud.
This is the most screen time you'll ever get.
You're right. I'm going to grow off your guys' channel. How do you feel?
It's all right, bud.
The same.
I mean, we
I mean,
still have a
Alright.
lot to learn.
like honestly, I don't.
Good
I
at-
really don't care.
Let's do it. Y'all should go look at Ryan's cringy videos.
No, don't plug my channel. Don't you dare,
You guys
Matt. Don't
should
plug
totally
it.
Look at his cringy.
I don't
videos.
need your guys' help. I don't want your guys'
just
help.
for that, I'm gonna post a link into your channel. I'm gonna post a link.
Oh my
right
god, I
there.
hate you, Matt. I actually hate you.
I mean, we did do it for Seabass. That is,
We
it's
did,
fair.
and I felt like it was very appropriate to do that because he makes some pretty supreme content. Anyways, this is all filler now. Let's go ahead and wrap this up. See you guys later.
Alright, love you.
Love y'all.
Good night, everybody, and never rub another man's rhubarb.